bill ya labor migration bill ambayo inaendelea tayari niliweka sahihi juzi, ndio iweze kuletwa kwa bunge, iweze kuchangia, ndio hiyo iwe katika hali ya sheria. Kwa hivyo tunatarajia kwamba itakuja mpaka hapa na itaweza kusonga nayo. The second question from Honorable Senator Mungatana. It's a brilliant question. Thank you very much. Because, sorry, uliongea na Kiswahili. Kwa sababu Nairobi sio Kenya, na Mombasa sio Kenya, na miji mikuu sio Kenya. Lazima tuwe na mikakati ya kuweza kuwafikia watu. Nilikuwa nimeanza safari ya kwenda katika kila county, kuanzia katika kila county kuongelesha ndugu dada zetu, lakini tukakuwa na upungufu wa hali ya fedha. Unajua kuna upungufu wa zile budget yetu ilikatwa kuweza safari hizo, na pia niliona kulikuwa na changamoto kidogo wa zile safari nilizoenda. Nikaona kuna agencies na mikakati ambayo kweli ilikuwa lazima kwanza nilainishe, ndio tusiende tujichimbie shimo. Kwa hivyo hiyo ni mambo ambayo naendelea kumaliza, na hivi karibuni nitarejea. Nitaka kufanya kazi sana na waheshimiwa wa Senate na pia wa National Assembly, ndio tuweze kushirikiana. Wakati naja mahali na waeleza, mnapanga watu wenyu, pengine hata mnawasaidia na nauli kidogo, tunaenda mahali ambapo ni karibu. Nikienda county fulani moja, nisiende tu mahali pamoja, niende recruitment mahali pawili ama patatu hivi. Na kuna mpango ambao naangalia ambapo nitaweza kuwauliza nyinyi wenyewe mkiwa kule kijijini, muweze kuwatambua wale ambao wamehitimu, ndio tuanzie hapo. Isikuwe ni kazi ya sisi kutoka kuja hapo. Nyinyi waheshimiwa ambao mmepigiwa kura na wananchi, mnawakilisha, muweze kusaidia. Senator Wakoli, you talked about the team in Bungoma. I'm not conversant on that process. What I know is that before people go overseas, they have to undertake medical care. They have to undergo medical tests. And the tests can be quite expensive. It means x-rays for your chest, looking for TB, blood, infections, and such. And so I believe that the move for people to register for SHA is so that when they go for medicals, part of that medical fee is covered already by their registration. But I'll follow up to find out on that aspect of why it is happening that way. Senator Kio, I'd like to just clarify that I never said that Kenyans are big-headed activists. I was reporting what they told me. And I was just saying that we need to, the spirit of Kenyans that makes us great. We are people who are very well educated, very liberal, very democratic. We know our rights and we fight for our rights. And that's a very good spirit, and that's what makes us a very great nation. And so we need to bridge between our rights and our information and our ability to speak our voices with how to do it. The issue is not what to do, but it's how you're doing it. When you go to a foreign country that may not have the democratic rights like we do in our country, you need to understand how to navigate the aspects of those countries. Even countries with democratic rights. Everybody frowns upon a foreigner coming to shout in their country. If we had foreigners in our country, employed here, starting to demonstrate in the streets of Nairobi, you'll see Kenyans saying, warudi kwao. Kwani hao ni nani wanakuja kutupigia kelele hapa kwetu? So it's a matter of just teaching Kenyans how to seek redress without appearing to be a thorn in the flesh in these countries, because when you travel to another country, you are a visitor. The overlying principle is, if you are dissatisfied with where you are and you no longer want to be there, you are allowed to leave. Nobody will stop you from leaving that country and coming back home. Come back to your country. But if you wish to stay there, then you may have to adhere. I've lived overseas. I lived in Australia, I lived in the US, I lived in Dubai and worked in Dubai. There are principles that you have to adhere in Dubai. If they tell you you don't go shaking hands or hugging women, you don't do it, because that's their principles. If you feel like your rights for hugging is being embedded upon, come back home. Come and hug the ones in Kenya. Don't cross the border, because there are religious factors and other factors in different countries. Majority Leader, and that is why, we are doing civic education, so that we teach our young people how to adapt to these cultures. And cultural knowledge is very important. Even in countries in Japan, You go there, there's some ways you can cross your legs and insult a whole village. So we are teaching them how to really behave in some countries. Majority Leader, you asked about the system. What we did is that instead, just before I go to the ministry, a decision was made that instead of a new system, we are upgrading the National Employment Integration System under NEA with a grant of 400 million shillings from ILO. And when this is upgraded, it will have all this information that is there. Currently, as we speak, the NEA website has all the information about the valid recruitment agencies. So mtu akisema anataka kupeleka ngambo, you just go and check, are they valid? Is this person in that agency and their name? And are they following the laws and the principles? And most of the people who are taking overseas have Form 4 university degrees. They can do due diligence, and we are encouraging them to do so. Thank you also, Senator Nyotu, for your question about the issue about Saudi. It is very good to clarify here that in Saudi Arabia, we've got Kenyans who are doctors, Kenyans who are nurses, Kenyans who are teachers, Kenyans who are drivers, Kenyans who are ICT experts, Kenyans in the hospitality industry, Kenyans who are working in a variety of jobs, including in the government of Saudi Arabia. The issue we've had, you hear of Saudi Arabia, are issues of people working in homes. So we cannot say that it is Kenyans working there. It's a segment where we've had this small issue of people working in homes. So that is why we have had the new BLA, the working of the BLA. The Saudi Arabians have appointed somebody to deal with